All right, good morning, folks. My name is Hitzemann, County Court Judge here in Hernando County. You folks are here for your first appearance. The purpose of the first appearance is so that you may be informed of the charges against you. I will determine if there's probable cause for those charges. Probable cause simply means that it's more likely than not that a crime has occurred, and more likely than not that you're the person who committed that crime. Of course, as you stand before me this morning, I can presume that you're innocent of these allegations. That presumption of innocence will stay with you through every stage of the proceedings, unless and until the State Attorney's Office can prove the allegations against you beyond and to the exclusion of a reasonable doubt. We'll set your conditions of pretrial release this morning. That is your bail or your bond. In most cases, you've got a bond set already pursuant to the bond schedule here in the 5th Judicial Circuit or the warrant which led to your arrest. I'll determine if that bond should be raised or lowered or left the same, or whether there'll be additional conditions of pretrial release placed upon you. We'll let you know when your next court date will be. If you'd like to have the services of the public defender, I'll gladly appoint the PD to represent you this morning. You do have a right to have contact with folks on the outside, family, friends, counsel. If you have not had a chance to make that call, please let me know. We'll make sure that that happens. Finally, and most importantly, you're advised that you do have an absolute right to remain silent with regard to the facts that surround your arrest. I encourage you to do that. These proceedings are recorded. In addition, there is an assistant state attorney in the courtroom with me. If you say something that tends to incriminate you, they will use it against you in the prosecution down the road. And I need each and every one of you there at the jail to please raise your right hands and be sworn. Y'all solemnly swear affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, none but the truth. Outstanding. When you hear your name called, please come forward to the podium. Danielle Boyven. Want to miss what's your date of birth?
August 14, 1989.
All right, Danielle, the first issue we have is a warrant that was signed by Judge Toner. He found probable cause for violation of probation. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself, you want to hire private counsel, would you like me to appoint the public defender?
Public defender.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. The bond on Judge Toner's warrant is no bond. You can't change that. I'm going to send you back to court on the 26th of February. Looks like they told you March 6th. The right date is the 26th of February. Public defender will come see you before then. The other issue I have this morning is a new charge of possession of drug paraphernalia. There's probable cause on that as well. I'll appoint the public defender as well. On that case, I will set a bond of $500. Of course, you can't get out because of the VOP. That one will be back on the 2nd of March. The public defender will come see about that case as well prior to your court date, okay? Thank you.
I'm sorry,
Go
Your
ahead.
Honor. Can you repeat the court date for the first one?
The 26th of February.
And then the court date for the second one, please?
2nd of March.
Thank you.
Thank you. Monica McCormick. Want to miss what's your date of birth?
August 26, 1957.
All right, Monica, we have two warrants for you this morning. One that I signed, I found probable cause for 2 counts, 1 count of dealing in stolen property and 1 count of defrauding a pawnbroker. And then we have a warrant that was signed by Judge Barrett. He found probable cause for 1 count of retail theft. As to those charges, you wish to represent yourself, you plan on hiring private counsel, would you like me to appoint the public defender?
I can represent myself.
Okay, Monica, you understand and the warrant that I signed, those 2 charges are felonies, and one of them is a pretty serious felony. You could potentially go to prison for a number of years on those cases. Are you sure you want to represent yourself?
I don't know, Your Honor.
I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender, Monica. I want you to have a lawyer to talk to. State, what do you got?
She's only got 1 prior from 2009 for worthless check.
Okay.
I've never committed a crime in my life, Your Honor.
Okay, Monica, hang on. That's and like I just said, I presume you're innocent of these charges, but we're going to get it figured out, okay? I have an address for you on Candlelight Boulevard. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you been there?
Since May.
Okay. Do you have a job these days?
No.
Okay. Are you on Social Security or anything like that?
Disability.
Okay. Okay. Monica, on the misdemeanor warrant, the one that Judge Merritt signed, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, so you won't have to pay any money to get out of that one. That one's coming back on March 2nd. On the warrant that I signed with the felony charges, I'll set a bond of $500 on each count, so your total is $1,000. That one's coming back on the 6th of March. When you bond out, Monica, it's very important that you contact the public defender's office right away so they can start talking to you about how you can get these cases resolved, okay?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you. Sarah McElroan? Morning, Sarah. What's your date of birth?
8/24/87.
All right. Sarah, this is a warrant for you out of Pinellas County. The judge that signed the warrant found probable cause for a charge of violation of conditions of pretrial release and set your bond at $2,000. I can't change that bond. If you can post the bond, you can get out of jail here, go down to St. Pete, and find out when they want you back in court. If you lack the ability
sir,
to post that bond...
Court was today.
Okay? If you lack the ability to post that bond, the Pinellas County will have 5 days to come and get you. If you're missing court today, they'll figure that out when they get you back to Pinellas County. But if you're still here in 5 days, because they haven't come to pick you up, they'll bring you back to me, and we'll figure out what's going on with Pinellas. All right?
So basically, I gotta stay here for 5 days and wait to see what happens.
No, basically, you have an opportunity to bond out today if you can. If you can't, Pinellas will be notified right away. They'll have it up to 5 days. It shouldn't take all that long. But
Okay.
if something unforeseen happens and you're still here in 5 days, then they'll bring you back to me so that we find out what's going on, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Amy Rodriguez? Amy, I have a note here that Judge Scaglione says you'd like to plead out to this trespass and do 10 days. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. You understand by entering a plea today, you give up the right to have a trial by jury, the right to confront the witnesses against you, the right to remain silent. But you want to give up those rights so we can take care of this today?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of trespass, how do you wish to plead? You can plead no contest.
Yes, sir.
I'll accept that plea. Find is freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty of the charge. Sentence you to 10 days in the county jail. Credit 3 days served. Fine and court costs is $503 plus your cost of incarceration. That takes care of it, Amy. You just need to finish the time, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Jerome Cruz.
Wait a minute.
Okay. There's not a note on here about time, but I assume it's the same thing.
There's no, I didn't see his transcripts.
Okay. Jerome, it looks like you wanted to take the 10 days too, is that right?
What is that?
Did you want to plead out to this charge?
Yeah.
Are you going to take 10 days?
Oh.
Okay. Anybody at the jail know why he's here? He surely doesn't.
We were also told to bring him back on Monday for Scaglione.
Right.
Your Honor, he's saying he needs a translator.
Oh, of course he does. Okay, have him have a seat. We'll see what we can do. That would have been nice. Tristan Daniel. Morning, sir. What's your date of birth?
9/24/96.
Tristan, there's 4 charges this morning. Possession of cocaine with intent, possession of cocaine, possession of marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. There's probable cause for those charges. As to those charges, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire private counsel, which is likely public defender.
A public defender, sir.
I'll point to PD. State what you tell me.
Judge, the only thing I see on his criminal history is an arrest for possession of marijuana out of Sumter County in 2016. I don't know the disposition of that.
Okay. All right. And Tristan, I've got an address for you on Salt Road in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, sir.
How long you been there?
My whole life.
Do you have a job these days?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
Logging.
On the possession with intent, I'll leave the bond at $2,000. On the other three charges at $500 apiece. That's a total of $3,500. We'll have you back in court on the 6th of March. Very important, Tristan, that you get a hold of the public defender's office if you bond out, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Christopher Lilly. Morning, Christopher. What's your date of birth?
12/1981.
Christopher, I got three charges this morning: possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and driving on a suspended license. There's probable cause for those charges. As to those charges, you wish to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like me to appoint the public defender?
Public defender, sir.
I'll appoint the PD. State.
Judge, I have a note here that she has a pending case of possession of zero medicinal drug use.
Right. He's got that in front of me next week. Anything else?
No, there's nothing else.
Okay. All right. And Christopher, I've got an address for you on Olivia Street in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been there?
A year.
Okay. And you have a job these days?
No, I just lost it a couple months ago.
Okay. All right. Well, here's what we're going to do on these cases. On the methamphetamine, I'll set the bond at $2,000. On the two misdemeanors, at $500 each. So the bond on these is $3,000. These are coming back on the 6th of March. Then it appears you're on pretrial release for a misdemeanor case in front of me. Job number one when you're out on bond on a misdemeanor is don't pick up new charges. It appears to me that you have. So pursuant to Florida Statute 903.0471, I'm going to revoke your pretrial release in 18 MM 202. So we're going to hold you without bond until next week on the 15th of February when you're back in front of me. My guess is we'll get the misdemeanor case resolved on the 15th, and then you'll be able to bond out on these on the felony charge. But you'll be without bond now until the 15th. The public defender will come see you at the jail before the court date on the 15th, okay? Thank you. All right. Mr. Cruz, have him back. And at the jail, do you guys know, did Skag offer him 10 days, or do you know what happened on the weekend?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
There's probably no interpreter this weekend, Judge.
And maybe that's all it was?
Telephonically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened? Or did the interpreter-
No, not.
But we'll find out. Juan Carlos. There you go. Solemnly swear to faithfully translate Spanish to English, English to Spanish.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. This is Jerome Cruz. He had a charge of trespass.
Tenemos a Jerome Cruz y tiene una acusación de entrada ilícita o allanamiento.
And Mr. Cruz, over the weekend, did the judge offer you an opportunity to resolve this case?
Señor Cruz, durante el fin de semana, ¿el juez le ofreció alguna manera de resolver este caso?
Yes.
What was the offer?
¿Qué le ofreció?
It's a bond of 1,000 with $50 get out.
I didn't get that.
But they try to contact somebody and they don't let
Mr.
me
Cruz,
make the
if you're
call.
having trouble with English, just speak Spanish to my interpreter and he'll tell me what you're saying.
Señor Cruz, si usted se le dificulta el inglés, por favor, háblele en español al intérprete y él me dirá lo que usted está diciendo.
Me dijo que era de $1,000 y con $50 podría salir.
They told me that it would be $1,000 and I could go out with 50.
That's what they told him.
Eso fue lo que le dijeron.
Did he have
Sí, eso lo dijo el juez ayer y el public defender.
Yeah, that's what the judge said yesterday and the public defender.
Okay. Do you have any interest in taking a jail sentence to resolve this today?
¿A usted le interesaría a cumplir una condena de días en cárcel para resolver este caso?
No.
All right. Very good. You'll be back in court on the 2nd of March.
Muy bien, entonces estará de regreso ante el tribunal el 2 de marzo.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Yep. Sorry, one card. Chalmers Orr. Morning, sir. What's your date of birth?
9/12/84.
Charge this morning is driving under the influence. There's probable cause for the charge. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire private counsel. Would you like me to appoint the public defender?
Public defender for right now until I can get out and get a lawyer.
I'll appoint the public defender. State what you tell me.
Your Honor, he's got some history, but it all dates back prior to 2009 and it's all on the state.
No,
He does have a
okay.
DUI, sorry, he does have a DUI from 2014, as well as a drinking alcohol and public conveyance, disorderly conduct, and marijuana. Those are all from 2014. I'll ask you.
Mr. Orr, I have an address for you on Nature View Way in Tampa. Is that where you live?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been there?
Like 2 months.
Do you have a job these days?
I did.
Okay. Very good. I'll leave the bond at the $1,000. I'll have you back on the 2nd of March. When you get out, make sure you contact the public defender right away, okay?
Do what? I'm sorry, sir.
Contact the public defender when you get out.
Okay.
Very good. Mitchell Rogers. Morning,
Yes.
sir. What's your date of birth?
1457.
Mitchell, the charge is driving on a suspended license. There's probable cause for the charge. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender.
I will appoint the public defender. State what you tell me.
I can tell you that there is a ton of history dating back to 1977. I don't know how much of it you want me to go through.
Just the last couple of years.
He's got a Robert is from 92, but he doesn't have any driving charges at all. But he's got sex offender stuff from 2013, violating the injunction, felony theft. He's got some batteries, resisting law enforcement without violence from 2009, and it keeps going back from here to grand theft from 2007, battery from 2003,
Okay.
2094.
And Mitchell, I got an address for you on Gordon Loop. Is that where you live?
Yes, sir.
How long you been there?
About 2 years.
You got a job these days?
No, sir, I'm on disability.
I'll set your bond at $1,000. We'll have you back in court on the 2nd of March. If you get out, make sure you go see the public defender right away, okay?
You say $1,000?
$1,000.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yep. Kenneth Taylor.
Yes, sir. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Mr. Taylor. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. What's your date of birth?
11/7/1981.
All right. Mr. Taylor, I got 2 warrants for you, both signed by Judge Toner. In each case, he found a violation of community control. As to those charges, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
A public defender. Sir, I have a question for you today.
Sure.
Is there any way I could just plea out today?
Nah,
Get it over with?
You know, Mr. Taylor, I would if I could, but I'm a county judge and they don't let me take pleas on felonies. So we'll have to get you back to Judge Toner. I'm going to move you up a little bit. They told you the 6th of March. We're going to have you back on the 26th of February. But otherwise, I can't do it for you. So you'll be back in front of Judge Toner. The bond, of course, is no bond. You'll be back in Judge Toner's court on the 26th, and the PD will come see you before then, okay?
You said on the 24th of February, sir?
26th.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it.
You bet.